Hello guys and welcome back to ArcC channel. In this video I'm gonna be talking about Temple of Nightmare Season 3 Floor 14. In my opinion, this stage is way easier than Floor 13 because the auto attack does not kill you in one hit. Also, the mechanic is way easier to manage. Now let's go in depth about every mechanics in this stage. At start, everyone is going to be in the middle of this arena. Prepare for the very first mechanics. Start the boss using only one mechanics, so the boss aggro will go toward that person. As you can see in this video, I put Pneumas instead of safety walls. That is because this boss auto attacks can be protected by Pneumas but not safety wall. I know it sounds weird, but from what I test, this is what works for this. And first major mechanic of this boss is the scepter drop. This mechanic starts by a red circle AoEs around one person, and after that AoE explode, the scepter will get dropped in the middle of that AoEs and it will start spreading plague, creating large circle areas which cause damage over time. My strategy is to split into two groups. Do not forget to remove Earthlord. After that, the scepter mechanic is gonna happen again, and it's only target one person at a time. The AoE will go on a random person. Everyone on that side will have to move north to avoid the AoEs. This could happen to anybody in your team, so move if you have to. After that, you can continue hitting the boss. And the next mechanic is the Dark Lightning. This is like the requirement for these stages. You have to survive this to be able to clear this stage. And there is few cards that could help you with surviving this. This Dark Lightning is shadow type, so you are going to need the shadow resistance for this. And there's other mechanics that is shadows too, so you are going to need double Isis and Rabios. For shield user, you can use Alice card or Anubis card with Valkyrie shields. Also, this is the mechanic that made me decide to split into two groups. As you can see in the image, it's almost impossible to spread out. If this mechanic is overlapped, it will deal so much damage that you will not survive this. So splitting into two groups make this mechanics way easier. Next mechanic is the Sanity Regain. This mechanic happens after a certain time or after boss taking a certain amount of damage. During this mechanic, boss will get stunned and the black circle will not do damage to you, so you guys can go and hit the scepter in the middle of the circle to get rid of the circle. Each group will have to take care of their own scepters. After the scepter is down, the circle will disappear, so you will have more space to play with. After done with the scepter, you will have to go back to your corner. Now I'm gonna talk about the scepter drop. This thing does so much damage. I believe this damage is pure type because I have tried every resistance, nothing worked. To survive this, I recommend you to have Genesis Pet and Radiant Guardian Sigils. Since this boss has a very long stall mechanics, you can always switch up your Genesis Pet, and the scepter drop only happens to one target or two targets. You should have your Genesis Pet cooldown almost all the time. So remind your teammates to have your Genesis Pet ready all the time. For me myself, I can't even survive this damage. The thing that saved me is the Sigils and Genesis. In this video, I noticed my carry is going to take the scepter drop, so I put down my Radiant Guardians, so he can have the Genesis for the next one. And for this exploding mechanics, it is just a raid-wide AoE that does damage to everyone and you cannot dodge it. Since you have the shadow resistance ready, you can spam heal on your members to keep them healthy. Every time when boss is about to wake up, we will go back to our very first corner. Because sometimes you get two scepter drop on the same sides, so you will have to put one scepter on the bottom and the other one in the middle. To survive the scepter drops, This rune helps a lot. Next mechanic is the dark barrage. If you see the boss put her sword into the ground like this, that means she is shooting a barrage from the middle of the maps. The trick to dodge this is you have to remember the pattern of the walls. The pattern of the barrage is always the same. As you can see, the spot I'm standing in will never get hit by any barrage. And if you are in the corner of the map, you can rest assured because this barrage will disappear before it reaches the corner. You can actually run this stage with only 2 people, but having more people will make it easier for the carry party, because if the scepter drops on the bait party, the carry groups will not have to move and can keep hitting the boss. And that is all the mechanic, guys. After this, the boss will keep repeating everything. So stay focused and you can clear this. One more thing, if you happen to have like 2 high damage mechanics, you could run 3 people on the carry side, so it will take less time to kill the boss. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to support my channels. I will let the rest of the video play itself. See you guys in the next video. Bye.